Hey everybody and welcome back. Okay. I know it's been a while. Please forgive me. I've been out here making moves and it's just been a lot. So I'm back. I'm back. I just wanna start fresh on YouTube. Just watch the videos, y'all. That's all I'm asking. Okay, this is my sister Tinika in the chair. Her hair is going through a lot, so naturally, I'm going to take the most gentle approach, and I'm going to start by drying her hair with the Rev Air Dryer. Me and Tinika were on the phone. It's just a rough season for a lot of us, and I'm praying for anybody out there who is going through a rough season. But I just was like, "You want to come get your hair done?" And she's like, "Oh yeah." She had braids, so of course she showed up at the shop half head full of braids. Like, let's do this because you ever see that meme on Instagram that's like, "I thought I was depressed, turned out I just needed my hair done." Yeah, sometimes that's just the vibe. So I'm going in with the Rev Air because Tanika's hair is not in the best shape, but it's not in the worst shape either. So I just wanted to go in the most gentle approach possible, which is the Rev Air Dryer. Don't call it a blow dryer because it's not a blow dryer. The Rev Air is my jam, okay? My hair has grown so much since I started using this dryer on myself. And I think it has so much to do with one, the fact that the air is super warm that comes out of the dryer. It's not hot air. So it will not compromise your curl pattern whatsoever. Your curl pattern is safe with the Rev Air. Um, like I said, the air is very warm, and then the tension. It's not pulling and tugging on your hair, so it's just such a soft, gentle approach. And as you see, the luster is in Tanika's hair; it's still shining, and I'm just doing what I got to do to make sure that I'm taking the most gentle approach to her hair before I start working on it. When I'm done with the dryer, I usually just go in and hit the ends one more time. That's what you see me doing right now. It's not mandatory, but whatever your vibe is your vibe. Because Tanika's getting a silk press today. We were toying with the ideas of doing a few things. Like, let's do a crown braid. Let's do, it's hot right now. It's super hot outside in Philly. And we didn't want to have to deal with that. But she hadn't seen her hair in a while. I'm showing you right now what the roots look like. The Rev Air, even though I get kind of close to the roots, it doesn't make the roots super silky, but it's good enough for me to go in and trim it without pressing it first. And you know how I feel about having to press it first. So that's what's going on. I'm going in, I'm putting the cutting collar on so I can start trimming Tanika's hair. Actually cutting it. I let her know, I said, "Tanika, these ends don't really look good." And she was like, "Oh man." And I'm like, I was wondering, was she going to trip about getting her hair cut because she usually doesn't. And she was like, "Go ahead and do what you got to do." I love when a client says that. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to take a good bit of her hair off, just all this damage, so she can have a fresh start and be on her road to recovery. So many people always ask me in my videos when I use things, including the Rev Air Dryer, does it really work, or do you really like it? They'll come to me and do like private messages to me, and I'm like, listen, one thing about my channel is I'm never going to bring anything to you guys that I'm not totally in love with myself. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not here to push no products on y'all. I only talk to y'all about what I absolutely believe in. So yes, the dryer absolutely works, just like everything else I tell you guys about and put y'all on to. I am not a gatekeeper. I'm very much into making sure that you guys have the best products at home, especially stuff that can contribute to the health of your hair. Like I said, my hair has grown so much, and Rev Air is part of what I've used to change up how I do my own hair at home. And it just works so well. And if you have children, like when I finished Tanika's hair, she's like, what's this dryer? I need to get it. Tanika has 4 boys at home and they all have hair. And I'm like, what a ripoff. When you having a baby and you have a boy, one of the exciting parts about having a boy is the fact that you might not have to do no hair. With girls, you got to do hair. With boys, you might not have to do no hair. But nope, Tanika boys is like, no, we keeping our hair. So she's like, I got to get that dryer because I got the boys. And, it just makes it easier to do your children's hair because it's ouchless, and one thing I grew up with being is tenderheaded. I am super tenderheaded to this day. And I was raised by my great grandmom, so she ain't had no remorse on me, baby. None. She was tearing me up. So the thing is, with the Rev Air, it's ouchless. Just put the amount of hair that matches the size of the wand. Don't go straight to 7 when you're drying. Don't go straight to the tension number 7. Just take your time. I did Tanika's hair on 5 and it got it this straight and this stretched. And that's my favorite part about the Rev Air is that it dries the hair and stretches it simultaneously. So that's it. That's all I gotta say. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that because people always ask me if I really love it. Now I'm going in and I'm pressing Tanika's hair. Like I said, we was thinking about doing a protective style or something, but she hasn't seen it in a while, and we just wanted to have a little fun so she could look at her hair. I have a comb attachment on my iron. A pro tip: if you use the Rev Air, because it dries the hair in sections, it's not separating the ends. Even though it's not tangled, it still doesn't separate the ends. And I used to, when I use a blow dryer, I use a vent brush to separate the ends, and that gives the hair more volume. So what I'm doing here is I have a comb attachment on my iron, or you could do the chase method. That's when you put your comb underneath of the iron and just press it together, and that way it helps to separate the ends and add that volume, that body, and everything that you're used to back into the hair so that the hair won't be stuck together. It's not stuck together like in a bad way. It just basically needs to be separated just to make sure that those ends don't get crushed and tangly while you're pressing them. You do that whether you use a Rev Air or not. I always use the chase method, and now I always use the comb attachment on my iron just to make sure that the hair is separated and beautiful. I'm also glad we decided to do a silk press today because sometimes I get comments like, can I do a silk press if I use this dryer? Because, it is a difference when you use a blow dryer versus the Rev Air. So, because that blow dryer more so preps the hair for a silk press, sometimes it's hard to understand if this does the same thing. And we're going to have the same results. We really are. But you also, of course, Rev Air is amazing for just stretching the hair for braids, for natural styles, like I said, for kids. I also include the link for everything I used today below, including the dryer. I love it so much, clearly. So anyway, I am going through Tanika's hair, small sections. Well, kind of not small sections, because if you saw me in the back, it's like maybe 1.5 inches. I'll press in larger sections. Usually if you see me pressing in larger sections, that's because the client's hair is maybe thinner or on the finer side, and I just want the hair to be as heavy as possible. So as thick as a section that I can get away with, I'm going to do, just to make sure that the hair is heavy and that the concentrated heat is not on such a small thin sections of hair. Just trying to do things as healthy as possible. As you see, also Tanika has really thin edges. Tanika woke up like that. She was born with thin edges. That is just her genetics. Her mom also has thin edges, and it's just something that, I do alopecia episode every now and then. I need to do a little research on people who are born with thinner edges because I would like to know exactly what that is. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. I've had a few clients, especially my celebrity clients. Look at Tanika's hair, shiny, beautiful. I didn't even spray the glass on there yet, and look how it looks. All from the technique today. But yeah, I would like to know. I had a couple celebrity clients that had hair transplants and stuff. I had one client who was also born with super thin edges. And yeah, I want to get to the bottom of that. We'll do that together on this channel here. But I'm so glad to be back. I hope you guys are having a great spring, summer so far. Be safe out here, child, because it is serious in every city. And I will see y'all next time, okay? Bye.